I'd like to tell you guys why you're here on the channel Psycosmos. Dr. Matt here. I want to emphasize how grateful I am to all of you guys and how much I really love and appreciate you guys. I know that we've been a little MIA, probably been a couple months. We're doing a lot of moving and a lot of traveling and stuff like that. And I want to try to get back into making content, but I want to kind of engage more with my audience because I feel as though there's not really been a focus on you guys, and I want to give that energy back. I really appreciate you guys. I don't want you guys to feel like I'm throwing you in the dust. In fact, I think for a lot of months I felt like I've been thrown in the dust a lot, and maybe that's why I wasn't necessarily making a lot of content. But I wanted to apologize to you guys for being away and having a lot of kind of chaotic diasporas between all of my posting. I know that we're not super consistent here, but I'd really like to know what you guys are more interested in. I feel like the algorithms are clogged with tons of misinformation these days. You have all these people. I'm not going to name drop them. I respect all of these people too. It's not like I don't love these people, but at the same time, there's a lot of negativity going on, and a lot of people just want to be right, and they want to just make their money. And I've sacrificed like tens of thousands of dollars just to be able to work on my book, to be able to set up my courses, to be able to do this. Truth be told, it's not been going good for me as far as like seeing the return on that. I don't really feel as though we get a lot of support here. And now it's just me. Rich and Tyler are, of course, still part of the group, but they've kind of moved on with their lives. And so it's just me now. And you might see them from time to time making videos and such, but it's pretty much just me. We've kind of succeeded in a lot of ways. We've helped a lot of people, but in a lot of ways we've failed too, because we haven't been able to get our marketing right. We haven't been able, we're just not cutthroat, guys. I don't want to have to make videos bashing other people, saying other people are wrong. I don't want to have to make videos where I'm agitated or I feel negative or anything. I don't want to spread any more toxicity and negativity just because I want to make a buck. But I mean, truth be told, it's getting rough. I mean, it really is, and I kind of feel bad that everybody's, we started this project with 6 people and now there's just one. And a lot of it is because I'm just going to be honest with you guys, we don't get any engagement. We don't get the likes. We don't get the comments. We don't cause the controversy. And that's all that people want to watch. They do not want to click on a video with my face and just want to sit here for 5 minutes listening to me ramble. They just don't. I don't know what it is about me, guys, and I'm not trying to disparage myself, but this is something I've really thought of. So please be like critically honest with me in the comments. I don't know what it is about me, guys, but people just don't want to watch my content. They're not engaged with me. I'm not controversial. I don't like bashing other people or even bashing other ideas. I just kind of like talking about what I know. And I know some videos I have bashed other people before, but I don't want to have to do that as my marketing strategy. So I appreciate you guys being here, and the real reason that you're here is to help save the world with us. I don't really care what everybody else is doing anymore. They don't have the same major goal focus as I do. Some people just want to spread info. That's cool. Some people want to just make money, and they are making money off of you. I'm sorry, but these people are scam artists. A lot of you guys have probably fallen for their wonderful propagated marketing, but the reality is that they don't have a system. They don't work with multimillionaires the way that I do. And I'm very well taken care of. It's just I couldn't take care of my team. It was just me. And I tried a lot. I really tried my very best. But, I'm just going to be really directly, bluntly honest with you guys. Our message is dying. You're seeing the people who are going out, they're making false claims. They want to focus on things like aliens or flat earth or anything like that. That doesn't help people. I love you guys so very much. I know a lot of you guys believe in that stuff, but it does not help you practically. It does not help you with your life. And if you're not focusing on the things that can help you in your life, then you're just aggravatingly taking away from your human experience. And I don't want that for you. I don't want you guys to get sucked into some weird cult because whatever. Like, we want to just promote positivity, positive manifestation, abundance for everybody, world peace, love, and we know how to do it, right? It's very simple. I'm already 5 minutes in. This is the reason why you're here. So instead of starting with it, I guess I'll end with it because I said everything I wanted to say anyway. You're here because there is an evil spiritual war going on right now. There is an evil cabal of people who run everything about our lives, including our politics, the companies, everything we see on TV, the finance system. You guys all know this. I don't have to tell you this, right? They're doing horrible things to children. You're here to change that. That's why you're here. I don't care why you're with other people. I don't care why you follow her or him or whatever. You're here following Dr. Matt because Dr. Matt, since he was a little boy, knew that there was going to be some kind of weird world event that I have to get involved in. And it's not an ego thing. It's like I pray with God a lot, and this is what he talks to me about. This has been my whole life. I have known that's something big. I was here for some big reason. And in 10 years, next decade, between I guess 2030, 2040, that's where the world leaders are anticipating the return of Jesus Christ. And there are some people who want it and some people who don't. And if we don't collectivize and bring the truth of inner alchemy, the real secret truth, the fact it's not just about the monthly cycle. Guys, this is a way of life. Okay, all the people who just want to gab about the monthly cycle, there's a daily, monthly, and yearly cycle. Okay, every single day is a new opportunity. You should be making this a lifestyle. And if we all made this a lifestyle, we could find inner peace. That's what I've been able to attain through so many years. And sometimes it gets disrupted, and every time it gets disrupted, it's from the outside world. And I don't want to have to shut out the outside world because that also is not an effective strategy. It's just not. But I want to make friends. I really want to see people blossom and flourish in the future the way that, my grandparents used to talk about, but I don't think anybody's really had that opportunity to do so. So anyway, this is more about a video about convictions. I love you guys, but I'm testing your convictions. I'm challenging you. What do you really care about? If you really, really care about a lot of the woo-woo stuff that's out there and, you want to do stuff like drink your pee and watch the sky for aliens all day long, that's fine. But that's not what we do here. And I know that a lot of people are really interested just in the information alone. Guys, if you're interested in the information, join my school. Okay, it's really cheap, and I've got that's my new focus right now. I've got tons of people in there. The coaching is great, but I can only work with high-profile clients. I'm sorry. The people who are in a lower degree category just don't have the mentality to work with me. They want to talk about their traumas. They want to use it as a counseling session, as a form of therapy. That's not what I am. I'm not a therapist. I'm a coach, and it's a very big difference. So if you want to do coaching with me, I do have open availabilities right now, but at the end of the day, I don't know if I really want to work with somebody if you're going to be a negative person, because I'm not trying to introduce toxic negativity into my life. I've had to cut off some clients because of their toxic negativity and how they tried to force that into my paradigm, into my life. And I've got to protect myself. So, I love each and every one of you, but I really want to call upon your convictions. Like, what do you really stand for? Who do you really support? I want to be able to provide and give you guys wonderful videos and information moving forward. I need advice and I need help. I'm not good at marketing and I'm not a good business person, because in order to be a good business person, you have to be a liar. You have to be really good at lying, and you have to be really good at deceiving other people and making it sound like your thing is different from everybody else's. But in reality, I'm just selling me, guys. I'm just an orphaned kid who had two parents that heavily abused him. I was sitting in deep meditation the other day. I was thinking about how I need to share my story more with you and share my story more with the world, because I think it's time that people resonate more with my story. I think people are maybe finally coming out of the era where they just attack me for no reason. I don't know what it is, guys, but my whole life I've just been attacked for no reason. I could blame it on my eighth house sun. If you're big into astrology, you probably know what that means. But I'm not gonna. It's just that I'm not gonna blame it on any astrology. I'm not gonna blame it on shit. It's just the way that the world worked, I guess. My parents did not love me. That's just the honest truth. My parents didn't love me. I was heavily abused, and it's I'm over most of that, if not all of it. I like to say I'm over all of it, but I really, I don't believe people are like ever really fully healed, right? Like we always have healing to do. So I might think that I'm healed from it, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I am. But at the same time, I've let a lot of that stuff go. Anything that would still be lingering is probably just subconscious. But my whole life, I was bullied, I was ridiculed, I was fat, I gained a ton of weight because I was shy. I'm a Cancer, I was shy, and I was always really smart. But it was really hard for me to make friends, and the friends that I did make, I kept forever. Rich and Tyler and me, we've been friends since second grade of elementary school. I guarantee you there's maybe like 1 in 1,000 of you, maybe 1 in 1,000,000 that's watching that can say the same thing. I value my relationships. I value my friendships. I value my core people. And that's because I didn't have any. And I was sitting with God, and God basically said, yeah, you're the reason you know all these hidden details, even better than a lot of the people who are out there, like, marketing and just pumping out advertisements. The reason is because you are that hidden element, Matt. And it was like a big shock to me. Honestly, it took me 30 years to kind of realize that. But I was the thing that was always hidden away. I was the thing that was always disrespected. And I was the person that was always kind of downtrodden on my whole life. And I'm not that way anymore. I like to think that, of course. But it makes sense. To me, it made a lot of sense where I resonated with a frequency that was so hidden because I had been forgotten. I had been hidden away. Nobody respected me, and so thus nobody respected the real science. And so now finally people are starting to come out, and I think the more that people understand it, the more I'm being accepted. When I started coming out with this stuff, guys, like 4, 5, 6 years ago, nobody listened to us. I challenge you. Go back 6 years ago. Watch our content when we had 6 people. Go back to like the oldest videos we had on this channel. They were silly. They were goofy. We did like games and stuff. Those videos were really well made. Like they were really well made, and nobody watched them, and nobody appreciated them. And we tried. We tried marketing. We tried everything. Just didn't work, guys. So I didn't want to come on here and complain. Again, I just appreciate it. Any support helps. Like I don't think you guys really truly understand how much your support and your likes and your comments, they go a really long way. They put food on my table. And when I don't see them, because I don't know, maybe you guys are watching the more controversial people. Maybe you guys just want to be entertained now. Maybe you guys feel like, oh, well, I've learned all this stuff. I've mastered it. Trust me, no, you haven't. None of us have, including not me. And that's why people come to me to learn it, because I'm the one person that says we don't have all the answers. Every other person out there is going to be dishonest. They're going to tell you, I have all the answers. They don't. I've worked with them. I have their phone numbers in my phone. I talked with these people for hours and hours and hours in private conversations, and I ultimately end up being the one who knows way more than them. And then they ask information from me. I give it away for free. They use my info. They put it in their books, and they do not put my name down because they think that guy's never going to make it. He's too nice. I remember getting yelled at by some of these people. Some of these people you might look up to as heroes. Don't ever meet your heroes. Don't ever meet them, because they were some of the meanest people. And I think it was more perception, right? Like you watch somebody online and then you talk to them offline, and they're very different. They're cold, they're rude, they're like, I just want the information that you have, that's it. And then they steal it, and they have stolen my stuff for years. And you guys know who some of these people are. So I love you guys. I would really appreciate more support. It would really go a long way. I'm putting all my secrets in the school. So all the stuff that you're seeing on this channel that I've posted, and why I stopped posting it, is because other people are watching me and they steal my stuff. Okay, it's not anything that I've necessarily really, I guess, invented. It's more just so my mindset and my practicality, my pragmatic approach to spirituality, rather than some of the more crazy, nonsensical stuff that people discuss and talk about that I've also looked into that just are completely irrelevant to the topic of the conversation. So I would really appreciate if you guys could get deeper with your convictions. Who do you really want to support? Because at this moment in time, I think I'm one of the only people that's actually going out here saying all of the stuff at once. I'm not focused on like this pool or this pool or this pool. I'm focused on the entire pot. Okay, I'm focused on the big shebang. I want the entire thing done. Okay, so I've been working diligently. My dissertation now scientifically proves that the sacred secretion, the Christos process, the inner alchemy. I don't even really like saying sacred secretion anymore because other people are running with it, and that's totally fine with me because everybody, when they hear sacred secretion, they just think that it's another word for sexual fluid, which it's not. That's not the whole base case of it, right? So, yeah, I mean, I think that I pretty much said everything that I wanted to say. I really appreciate you guys and I love you, and the support really goes a long way. So if you guys could continue to assist with that support, I really want to challenge you guys. Go check out my school. Some of it might be stuff that you know, some of it won't. I have a course on divine sexuality where I talk about the differences between male female, especially when it comes to sacred secretion, kundalini process, Christos process, the Christ cycle, all that stuff that you guys know about, the inner alchemical awakening process. I'm working on my school actually building a full-scale consciousness awakening course, but that only gets unlocked after you've done a couple of the other courses, right? So there's a lot of people in there. I think we have about 40 or 43 or something like that, 42, 43 people in there, and it's growing. It's actually growing like about three or four people a week, which is great. I really would like to make that my new home for Psycosmos because it's very clear to me that I have to protect my trade secrets. I've now gotten my trademark. So now anything where you see anything that I've talked about on record before anybody else, I'm not going to go after these people, guys. I'm not going to sue them. Like that's ridiculous. But they're stealing my stuff. I've had to guard and protect my stuff. I keep seeing that one book. I'm not gonna say it, but I keep seeing the one book where there's thousands of ads all over TikTok, and that book is a scam. Okay, maybe for a lot of people who are not that don't understand this information, I could get that. Maybe that's cool for them and they're awakening into it. But they're going to get a lot of really bad information because that book says, and I'm not going to say the book, but I will say, it says you have to be vegan, you have to drink your pee, you have to believe in flat earth. That's what it says in the book. And if you don't follow into those practices, then they don't care about you or your opinion. So if you're not willing to drink your urine, you're SOL. They don't care about you. I'm not like that. And so I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm not controversial. I'm sorry I'm bad at marketing. I'm sorry if that makes me fail you guys because I can't get the message or I can't get the words out. I just really appreciate all of the support, and I think that if you guys could help me stay consistent and help me build a better community. It's like that. I've never seen a more fleeting community than the spiritual community. They blip in for 5 videos. They say love and light, peace, abundance, blah, blah, blah. And then they are gone. They disappear forever and they go off on the trail down the rabbit hole on, hollow earth or whatever. Secrets of Vril. I don't know. It's like everything else is taking over, and it is not going to be what's going to save the world. What's going to save the world is people embracing and understanding that the return of Jesus is internal, and that all of this stuff over in the Middle East, which is what's causing all of our geopolitical and financial problems, it's what's causing the harm of the children because of an outdated, evil, satanic religion. I guess it's the easiest way to say this without getting flagged. They, are done. Like, they're done. They're not going to be persistent anymore. Once this entire cycle is over, and we've got a decade. Okay, so I was really, really freaking early, guys. And we've got a whole decade to prepare, and I still don't think it's enough. Seeing what people are distracted by, seeing everybody just obsessed with the garbage of entertainment and everything else, like, people are falling for it. They think they're not, but they are. They still are. Give me recommendations and help me. I want to make this a success. I want to help the world. Give me recommendations and help me, because otherwise, I don't think I can do this alone. Actually, I know I can't do this alone. I need help. And now we started with 6 and we're down to 1. and whoever is in my comments section. So I love you guys. I'm going to end it here so that it's not 20 minutes. I wanted this to be 5 minutes. I'm sorry, but it's a good update for you guys. And I've been doing good. I love all of you, and I hope that you all have been doing good. I do daily astrology readings so you guys can map out your days in my school. So at the very least, that's worth paying for because my accuracy is deadly. That's what everybody says, and everybody loves it. So I'll stop it here, but I appreciate all you guys watching. Thank you, and I will see you hopefully very soon. Give me some videos in the comment section below of what you guys would like to see me make videos of next. Love you guys. Bye.